Okay, so we're going to start this workout with a wide grip lat pull down. So what that is just grab the bar at further than shoulder width apart. We're going to be doing 3 sets of 10 reps, and with this we're going to be pulling with our elbows and not our hands. And what I mean by that is we're going to be squeezing more with our back and not our buys. So you can see each rep I'm pulling hard on my back and squeezing at the bottom and then releasing back up. So we're going to superset that with the close grip. So come shoulder width apart on this with your hands and pull down the same way. Pull down with your elbows and then squeeze at the bottom with your back. And then you can see I'm not ever releasing all the way up with my arms, so I'm keeping constant tension on my back with that. So make sure you're squeezing at the bottom and pull with your arms and not your buys, or pull with your elbows, not your buys. This next workout we're going to be doing is the single arm pull down. So find a machine that is similar to this or this one. You can also use the same lat pull machine that we were just using, but just make sure you're grabbing it with one handle or anything that you can move one arm at a time. Sit sideways on it, and we're going to be pulling with our elbows towards our rib cage and make sure we're squeezing at the bottom every single time. This one, it's going to be 3 sets, 10 reps each arm. So you can see I just did my left arm, switch around, get a good grip, do the same on my right. You can go pretty heavy on this. Just make sure you're pulling and squeezing at the bottom. The most important part of this whole workout we're going to be doing is squeezing at every rep at the bottom and not releasing all the weight at the top. So you can see my elbow never goes completely straight, or my arm never goes straight, but I am pulling and then releasing 80% of the weight. You still want to hold on to a little bit of it. This next workout, it's going to be just a pull-up. I'm choosing to use the assisted pull-up machine, and this is the only workout we're going to be doing 5 sets of. So all the other ones are 3. This one's 5. The most important thing to think about this is as we come down, be really controlled with your negative and then try to explode with your pull-up. And you can see I never lock my arms out entirely. This machine's cool because you can adjust the weight on it. So for example, I'm using 60 pounds. I weigh 150 pounds, so that's subtracting 60 from my body weight. So I'm doing a 90-pound pull-up. If I were to do 50 pounds, it would be a 100-pound pull-up. So challenge yourself with this one. Just make sure you have really good form with it. This next workout, we're going to be doing a high row, and you can see the angle of it is coming above my head, above head height. So find something that you can do this. You could also do this on a regular cable. Just make sure you find something you can use handles on, because you can see my hands go flat on the negative, and then when I pull palms facing my body. This just gives a different angle, and it's a good way to mix it up. Okay, so for this next workout, we're going to be doing a low row, and I'm doing single arm again. I like to use some machines where I can do double arms or both arms at the same time and single arm. It's just different mind muscle connection, and you can get more of a squeeze when you do machines that require just one arm at a time. You can go a little bit further. So good tip on this one, make sure you're pulling again with your back instead of your bicep, and squeeze at the top of each rep. And then be really controlled with your negative. You can go pretty heavy on this, challenge yourself on it. This next one's a seated row. I chose to use the machine that I can change the handles on, so you can see the rotation of the handles each rep. I go hands facing up, and then on my rep I have them facing my body. Again, this is just a different angle. It's nice to mix it up. You could also use the seated regular row. This last one we're going to be doing just regular shrugs, and the most important part about this, and I cannot stress it enough, is do not roll your shrugs. What I mean by that, you see a lot of people who will roll their shoulders each time, and that's really bad on your rotator cuff. There's been a lot of research on it, so Google it if you don't believe me, but just make sure you're squeezing at the top and you're just going up and down. You're not rotating any type of like circular pattern. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that video. Here's the exercise if you wanted to screenshot it. Just keep in mind that the pull-ups are the only ones that we're doing 5 sets of, so make sure you're not skipping on those. Also, the first exercise and the second exercise, the wide grip and the close grip, that's a superset. So you're doing the first one, the wide grip, and then the second one, the close grip, and that's considered 1 set. Do that 3 times total, and then you can move on to your next one. Also, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.